Ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. Hot 97, your boy Hip Hop Mike in the building with a special guest that is one of my favorite artists out of the city. I mean, let's be honest, this kid's been making moves for a minute. I've been keeping up for a while, and you've heard the records on the show. Migs718 is in the building, Staten Island zone.
Yo, it's Migs718, aka Jiggy Miggy, aka Megatron 5000, aka Deadass Lucifer. We lit in this bitch.
When the fuck did people start calling you Jiggy Miggy?
I don't know. The wrong story. It just happened though. That's it. It happened.
See, this isn't gonna be one of these interviews for the people that was listening on some like super polished. Like, this is my homie for real. So I appreciate you coming through and kicking it, bro.
Hey man, thank you. Appreciate you.
All love. For the people that's not familiar, we gotta take them back. Let them know how you got started. Young kid in Staten Island, fan of music always. Where did this begin for you?
Well, this started back in 2017, so I'm going on 3 years now, but I just hit 2 years. I was hearing a lot of the music that was coming out, and I was just mad. Like, there were people that I really like enjoyed listening to, and then there were people that were garbage, people that couldn't rap, people that couldn't stay on beat, people that can't make a song, that were blowing up. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. Okay. And I ended up falling in love with it, honestly.
What was the first step in trying it? Was it like going to a studio and or writing?
I mean, I used to write just to mess around, because I thought it was fun. I was like, yo, I just got bars. Like, I knew myself, like, I had bars even before I did the music. I went to one of my homeboys' cribs. We went and recorded it, got it mixed, all that stuff as cheap as physically possible, and put it out on SoundCloud, and people just kept grabbing at it. People were loving it. People were loving when I was putting new stuff up. So it was just, overall, everything kind of just kept going from there. I didn't want to stop.
And was that what really propelled you to want to do rap? Because when we first met, you had like regular job, was, you know, just kind of started just working on music. Now things have went to a whole nother level. Like, what really drives you to do to what you've been doing?
I'm an entertainer.
That's a fact.
I like seeing people, whether it's me changing your emotion in any way, shape, or form. If I'm putting you in your bag with a sad song, or if I'm getting you lit to one of my rager tracks, as long as I'm entertaining you, that's what I want to do. I used to dance. I used to sing when I was a little kid. You know what I mean? I've always been an entertainer. You know, I always want to make everybody's day type shit.
Growing up in Staten Island, similar to me being in Long Island, we're kind of in the shadow of this city as opposed to like right in the heart of it. What was your approach to kind of break through and make things spill into the other boroughs and across the country, I mean, at this point?
I was just me. I'm just me. That's all I can do. I don't feel comfortable trying to like navigate to one. You know, I'm trying to get the world to hear me. I'm trying to get all eyes on me. I like the attention. Come on, I got red hair. I got girls and I'm wearing yellow. You know what I mean? Like, I like
He said, I'm wearing yellow.
I like that attention. Like, I want all eyes on me because I want everybody to see what I have to offer.
Does anything negative come with this attention as you continue to grow?
1000%. Clout chasing. The amount of people that use my name, and like, they'll use my name for wild stuff. It's like, bro, we hung out one time at a show because you were another performer. Don't jack that you're my boy, because that's not the case. That happens way too often. Too many people are seeing me succeed now, and now they're jumping on the bandwagon. That's whack.
I've definitely gotten DMs that are like, yo, I'm Migs' man, listen to my shit.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I have to call Mike Loco and be like, yo, what is this relationship? Like, I need to know the behind the scenes.
It's clip.
There's way too many people that just love saying my name, which I like it. Yeah, keep my name in your mouth. Talk about me as much as possible, because then one of your homies that hears you hating might go and look at my stuff and might think I'm better than you. Boom, now I got a fan. And you're beat.
Big facts.
If everybody treats this with love, everybody has the same fans. But nobody does that. That's the problem.
I gotta ask your manager, Mr. Mike Loco, watching this kid kind of from day one and just, you know, how things have built out, what's your take on this? How do you feel like his mentality has been in approaching it? And, you know, what have been some of the moments that have been really impressing from the management side?
Well, first and foremost, he understands that, you know, a lot of people just focus on the word music and forget that it's a music business. There's a business side of things. And at a young age, you know, he could be taken like everyone else that just wants to throw a song on SoundCloud and then sit at home, play Fortnite, and wait for the magic to happen on social media. And that's just not how it works. So he's putting the time in. He's out there countless hours in the studios, countless hours going to events, getting himself into the circles, and he's putting the work in. You know, it's like a 80-hour job with no salary.
Well said.
You know, so he puts a lot in, and for him being the age that he is, and just putting in all that hard work and understanding that. Don't worry about chasing small bags. Long-term goals. If you're doing it for the first 5 minutes, quit right now. Take my advice. Free advice from MLM Entertainment. It's not that simple.
So, you got solid management, man. I have to say, even in your own respect, we did an event maybe 6 months ago, 5 months ago at the Playboy Club with Forbes, and I respect the hell out of the fact that, like, you're very vocal, you're willing to talk to everybody, you know, if people have questions, like, you're always answering them, you tell people what you're trying to do. It's very rare that you find artists that are that passionate about, like, the behind the scenes and really trying to connect with people. A lot of times, like Mike Loco says, artists just kind of post up in the cut and wait for things to happen. So taking action, definitely, I respect the hell out of it, man.
And I'm gonna be real with you, that's hard for me. At the same time, like, I'm a very social person, but I don't like people majority of the time. Just because I don't know you, I don't, like, everything just feels out of whack. But I feel like if you really want this, you have to talk to everybody. If you want the attention, if you want people to hear you, that's gonna happen only if you talk to people. You need to make sure that you're really talking and getting what you need to get across as much as possible.
Well, I'll say this much. As far as talking to people, whether you talk to them or not, the music speaks for itself. I want to play a record for them right now. Come back, talk some more ish about what you're working on and what's in the future for you, MLO management, and everything. What's the record we setting it off with?
This is my track, Movado. This is a banger.
It's a good one.
End of story.
Alright, bet. You know what it is. Migs718 in the building, Staten Island zone, New York zone. This is Hot 97. Tight. So that'd be the first part, and then we're going to punch in. All good?
Yeah.
Alright, ready? Take over to my man Migs718. Got the red hair, the black hair, the grills, everything. I mean, watching the swag blossom has been incredible, bro, I have to say. And I do respect the fact that you put together your own shows. A lot of artists don't do that. They don't take the initiative. They just wait to either be on somebody else's or they'll pay for slots on other people's. What was your thought process in putting together a show like the one that you did in Staten Island?
Well, that was also big help from Mike Loco. That's my manager. But
Mike Loco the GOAT.
The thing is, with the network that we created, right, of artists, of fans, all that stuff, being at events on Staten Island and being at events, you know, anywhere, making sure that you really, like, are trying to build real relationships with people, help make good events. Anytime there's some scumbag, you know, sleazeball stuff going on, that's when bad stuff happens. That's when fights break out. That's when all of the stupid stuff that comes with shows, you know,
it's true.
along. And we had a good group of people. We didn't charge nobody. You know what I mean? It's sell your tickets and you're straight.
And you good money.
You're straight, no problem. And then we ended up getting 350 people in that venue. That venue's only supposed to hold like 100.
Yeah, that's a small venue. They got good food though.
Random people off the street were walking in, full suit. You know, like, it's crazy because people enjoyed the vibe. You could feel the vibe from down the block.
The energy, man.
Yeah, and I think the focus is right too. I think a lot of artists, they don't really think of killing stuff in their hometown. They're always like, how do I get to this big platform? How do I get to this big platform? And really, that's what sets the tone, because for me in radio especially, like, the reason I would want to mess with an artist such as yourself, or have an artist that is like yourself that I support, is a big part of, because I know that you don't have to do a lot of the work that you do. It's really something that just shows motivation and drive. And for me, I mean, it makes me want to have you on the show. I could imagine for labels, it would be more of an approach of a partnership rather than just trying to sign you up to some bullshit.
Yeah, because I don't take that. Like, even if it was just me in the room, I've been taught the right things. I've been given the knowledge that most people aren't willing to give. So it's like, I can navigate that. Nobody's going to hit me with no whack deal. No one's going to try to, you know, finagle me, try to finesse, because I finesse people. They don't finesse me. End of story. That's
well,
not
you walk to the game. As far as vision for yourself, where do you see this going? Where do you plan to take it? And what's your, like, ultimate overall goal?
I'm trying to do the first show on Mars. Like, for a fact.
I love that.
But nah, for real, like, I want to do a lot more than just music. I want to build my platform. I want to branch off into different genres, all of that stuff. But that's for a bridge to cross when we get to it. Because I feel like it's all based off of the stuff that I'm doing now. Off of the looks that I'm getting, the people that are hearing my music. It depends on, because it could go anywhere. It's relative. So I'm focused on just succeeding as much as I physically can while enjoying myself and doing the things that I want to do.
Have you experimented with other genres at all, like behind the scenes?
1000%.
How does that feel?
It makes me feel like a pop. I swear to God, like I have a track where it's like I'm on my Justin Bieber shit, and I'm like,
Really?
bro, what? Like I didn't think I could do that, but I have way too much. I have way too much love for this music, like all music. It don't matter. You could throw on EDM, I'm gonna probably bump to it. You could throw on rap, I'm gonna bump to it.
What
Don't
pulls
matter.
that together? Is it like linking with different types of producers, engineers? Like what goes into recording records that are a different genre?
Well, I used to DJ.
Okay.
Shouts to DJs.
Much love.
But I used to DJ, so I had to know music. I had to know what genres are gonna work together. I had to know the good tracks in each genre because not everybody listens to just rap. You could be working at a club that wants you to just play Spanish. You know what I mean? So you have to know. And it's like I've listened to so much of that good music from every genre that I feel like I can replicate, if not replicate, do it better.
Nah, and that's a good space to be in, not for nothing, especially like being aware of the DJ stuff, because even when it comes to radio, I think a lot of artists don't realize which DJs play what sound matches with what personalities.
Exactly.
So to have that even under your belt is like incredible in the approach. Overall, would you sign a deal or are you looking for a partnership somewhere?
It just depends. The deal has to be right. Like I can't be treated like
Like just
like I'm
shelf.
working too hard. Yeah, I'm not worth the shelf. I'm worth a lot more than that.
As an artist who does so much for themselves, what would you look for in a label to contribute? Because I feel like a lot of the things that labels add to situations, you've already kind of solidified and done on your own. What could a label bring to the table that would intrigue you? Is it studio time? Is it a big marketing campaign?
Yeah, marketing for sure. Marketing.
Okay.
All I would ask for when it comes to a deal on my end is you treat me as a priority. 1, 2, I own my masters. I don't play that, and I want creative control over my stuff as well. I don't want like that would be like the perfect heaven sent deal, but I know that that's far fetched until I start really building and building and building. That's when people kind of have to. It's like I can't pass up on Migs718.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think at this point in time anyway, the labels, they're not as effective as they used to be. And again, considering how much you're able to do on your own, those are pieces that you never know. You might meet somebody from a label that sees the vision and is like, fuck the label, I'm going to just help you with this because it's the one missing piece that you need. As far as things to come, what do you have coming up next? What's dropping for the fans?
I got so much new music, so much new music coming out. I have a track that I've been teasing a little bit. Every once in a while I throw up a snippet on Instagram. It's called Blackout. I was mad. I was doing a little tour down. I was in Kentucky for the Lexington Pride Festival. Went to a radio interview out there, and then I went down to Tampa, and then came back up to North Carolina, and then to New York. Right?
What made you so mad?
Everybody made me mad.
I feel that.
Like me, like I'm seeing how these people move in different states, how they move the same as people in New York. And it's like, yo, why is everybody that is in this type of industry, like at this level, scumbags?
Yeah.
Why do people that have been doing this for 15, 20 years get mad at me because I'm doing something different and I don't sound like Wu-Tang?
I mean, it's the nature of the beast. Like, ultimately, I think a lot of people that haven't figured it out, like, really will learn the hard way. But, like, from everything I've seen, studied, read about, people that I've connected with or interviewed, it always ends up being, like, the genuine relationships and genuine approach that really shines through. So, like, I think there's a reason why those people are stuck in these markets that are kind of outside of the mainstream, because that attitude will get you nowhere with the right people, quote unquote.
And that's the good thing about that song though. It's only for the people who feel like that shoe fits them. You know what I mean? The people that actually know that they've been hated, or they're in my stories and they don't follow me, and they're peeking through, following my followers, doing weird stuff, like friends, not even fans, like people that I've known for years. People like to just weasel their way into everything, so they have an attachment to me.
I believe
they have
it.
some type of attachment to me, and it's like, I'm glad because I'm better. So enjoy this track. I want everybody to hear it, and I want everybody that's done anything dirty to me to hear it and be salty.
When is it dropping?
I want to get a visual done for it first.
Okay.
So hopefully mid-September.
Alright.
Early
so soon.
mid-September. Yeah, very soon.
Well, it sounds like people got a lot of dope shit to look forward to. What are you looking forward to most of everything?
I'm looking forward to just constantly just banging out more music. More music, more music, more music, because that's how I started this. Just pushing them out, pushing them out. I got like at least 10, 15 songs vaulted right now that like are ready to get dropped. And then another like 30 that haven't even been mixed and mastered. I have so much music ready, it's just gonna be a flood. And everybody's gonna know my name, that's all I want.
Nah, that's fire, man. I mean, the arsenal's stashed. I know the music that's out is crazy. As far as keeping up with you, how can people do that? Where do they find you at?
Y'all can follow me at Migs718, Migs718 on Instagram, on everything, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, everything is Migs718, Migs718. Shouts to MLM, because
Always.
That's the fan. Shouts to Drew York, shouts to MP5, shouts to Sub, shouts to Corbin, Amanda. Shouts to everybody that's just part of the gang.
A whole squad in the building. Yo, Migs, I really appreciate you, man. I think you got a bright future ahead of you, and thank you so much for coming by and blessing the show.
Oh no, we actually brought you a little something too.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
One of our new sponsors.
Oh.
You
Fact.
ever hear about vodka made from plums?
No, I haven't. That sounds awesome, though.
This is
Plums
plush
are
vodka.
sweet.
And this bottle's for you to try it out, check it out.
Thank you so much. If you hear me slurring on the radio tonight, you know it's courtesy of Plush Vodka. Oh, man. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. What song we leaving them with?
This is Migs718, and y'all about to tune in to Two Door.
Two Door.
This is my summer hit. This is something to make everybody bump.
Well, it's a perfect way to close out the summer. Thank you so much for hanging out. You know what it is, Two Door on your Hot 87. It's good shit, man. We take some flicks.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Fucking awesome.
Yo, thank ya.
I want flicks for
This
everybody.
is regular vodka.
Kim,
Oh, very tight. I'm gonna try this. Blue vodka sounds lit.
I got you.
Yeah,
Chill.
thank you, bro. Hot 97 tonight, my guest.
yo, it's Migs718. We taking this over.
You know the vibes. 1 a.m. Make sure y'all tune in. Take over the night. So I'll post
I'm not gonna lie, my shit's a little crazy in that camera.
Yeah,
Crazy.
nah, this shit shining.
Look good.
So
I can see from the light right here.
Everything's going with Migs. He goes into his rapper character, kind of like fronts like he was on the stage before. He did the same thing. So in about 5 years, he's trying to put it out.
that'd be tight,
I'm
yeah.
sorry,
So it
man.
is.
That's a long project. It sounds dope.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just on the side.
Yeah,
So it
while
doesn't
you're doing
really,
other
like-
stuff.
yeah.
Nah, it's a cool side thing to build. That's tight. Definitely let me know, like, anything I can add to it.
Well,
You
like I
already
said,
know.
you know what I can help you with too. Like I said, if I can get you another sponsor for the 23rd or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
All this.
open to whatever.